The yes, such odd times.
Yeah. Oh, terrible, terrible.
It is. I'm just sitting here thinking what went wrong, but it is. I mean, all of this is really in the 12th canto, and the 12th
Yes.
canto has this unique position of being the only section of the Bhagavatam in future tense. Oops, I'm
Yeah.
live now. I'm live.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Jai.
I think it is. I mean, all of
Yeah,
this.
Brett. Brett is saying you can go ahead and speak now.
Okay. Very good. Hare Krishna. It's wonderful to be back in Mayapur. It was 50 years ago, almost to the date, that I was a high school teacher in the state of Bihar, and I was visiting Calcutta, and the devotees invited me to join food relief for the Bangladesh refugees shortly after the war. And so, not knowing anything of what Mayapur even was, I took the train to Navadvip and crossed the river. And when I crossed the river, this wonderful devotee Tejas was there, who had also been a Peace Corps volunteer in India. So he greeted me and invited me to meet Prabhupada. Now, what many of you may not know is I'd met Prabhupada briefly in Calcutta several months before. And when I met Prabhupada in his room in Calcutta temple, same temple we still have, I said to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, do you have any questions? And I'd just come from Bodh Gaya, the famous place where the Buddha received enlightenment. And it's claimed that the sapling or a clone of the original tree still exists. And so I sat under that same tree, and of course, nothing happened. So I then, fresh coming from Bodh Gaya, I asked Prabhupada, why not Buddhism? Why this Hindu path? And so Prabhupada answered, I learned in a somewhat predictable way. He said, so what does a Buddha say? Prabhupada was loath to discuss this ism or that ism. He wanted to discuss philosophy. So he says, what does the Buddha say? So I tried remembering what the Buddha said from my Oriental Philosophy 101 course. And I stuttered and stumbled. And finally I said to him, actually, I don't remember. And Prabhupada said, so why are you asking that question? So at that point, I said, I will keep my mouth shut and just listen. So when I went to Mayapur and I had a chance to meet Prabhupada again, I said, I am here to learn from him. I had met his disciples. I admired them. I had learned the mantra 4 years before in New York, which kind of like one of those songs that sticks in one's head. The mantra stuck in my head. And I had read the Gita, not Prabhupada, hadn't been available to me, but several Gitas. And I understood that there was something very deep and very important here. So when I approached Prabhupada, I said, I thought in my own mind, and I remember it distinctly, well, I'm just going to listen, see what he has to say. I'm not going to challenge anything. And later on, I can digest what he said and see if I can accept or not accept whatever. But I'm not going to challenge him. It's a rare opportunity to learn. Meanwhile, I was helping with the food distribution to Mayapur refugees. So very accidentally, I hit the right formula, which was approach a spiritual master, inquire submissively, render service, and the spiritual master can give you the truth. I hit the formula from the Bhagavad Gita in the 4th chapter. And so Prabhupada, the very first conversation I had with Prabhupada was unfortunately not recorded. The book begins in an odd place because that's not where it really begins. We had a good 1 hour conversation before that. He wanted to know where I'm coming from, why I'm in India, what's going on, the normal pleasantries of a conversation. And then we also discussed some philosophical points because he heard I was a science teacher and the nature of scientists. I'd asked Prabhupada again in the unrecorded part about miracles, because being a young American in India, I was kind of fascinated by these stories of yogis who float and people who make ashes and do all kinds of whatever they do. And I was fascinated by the story of miracles. So I asked Prabhupada about it. And he said, miracles are for the foolish. Miracles mean you don't know how it works. There's a process. Even for the yogis who do things that you don't understand, the yogis understand how it works. So there's no such thing as a miracle. It means you don't understand the process. I was very impressed by that. Then when Prabhupada called me back again, I'll tell you why he called me back, at least my theory in a moment. They called me back again. Shyama Sundar said, this is interesting. He had a shortage of cassette tapes. They're very hard to get in India. So he said, this is good enough. I'm going to use one of my valuable cassette tapes and start recording. And unbeknownst to me, hit the play button. After the conversations were over, Shyama Sundar turns to Prabhupada and said, those are perfect answers, Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, yes, we will make a book. We will call it Perfect Questions, Perfect Answers. And then Prabhupada wrote me a letter saying that would happen. Obviously, to this day, I'm still shocked by that, more shocked that the book's 59th language, Armenian, was just announced. So when I read this and I read the book, I feel very much like it happened to someone else. But it was my good fortune. So there I am with Prabhupada, and he kept calling me 2-3 times a day for 3 days, maybe 4 times, come into the hut and see him. So why did he do that? Well, one, there was, I'm guessing, 60, 70 devotees there, mostly Western, and the only guests were some local villagers who came to see, as Prabhupada described us, the dancing white elephants. So there was no other guests there at all. There were no buildings, just the Bhajan Kutir that which Achyutananda Prabhu had built, and behind it, a little straw hut for Prabhupada's outhouse, until somebody had the brilliant idea to put a stick of incense in it. And then that, poof, that disappeared. So, of course, in Mayapur, you can rebuild quickly. And then Prabhupada kept me with him. My own thought, it's because there was 60 devotees, all 20, average age, probably 21, 22, all anxious to spread Lord Chaitanya's movement. And there was one English-speaking person to preach to, me. So Prabhupada kept me in this hut all day to protect me. I'm convinced of that. And he did. Then after 2 days of conversation, it was Gaur Purnima night. And there were no electricity there, just a little generator for a loudspeaker. And it was full moon night. And of course, Gaur Purnima. And one of the most amazing, lovely, heartfelt, Krishna conscious persons I've ever met came to me in the dark. And that was Yamuna Devi. And she walked up to me with the moon glowing in her tear-filled eyes. And with her eyes full of tears, she turned to me and said, you are so fortunate. Prabhupada is giving you every minute of his time. You are so fortunate. He's just giving you everything. You're the most fortunate person I can imagine. And she just was offering me this love deep from her heart about my good fortune. I was astounded by what she was saying, and also shocked. Because when Yamuna could only speak with love flowing from her heart. All of you hear her sing Govinda prayers every morning. And when Prabhupada first heard her sing that, from the album, he had tears in his eyes. So that was our lovely Yamuna. So after Yamuna spoke to me, I got very scared because my conversation had been very theoretical. Prabhupada was slowly drawing it to me as a person, but I was trying to come in as me, as a philosopher. Indeed, asking this. Indeed, asking that. And Prabhupada was slowly bringing it to me as what does it take for me to become Krishna conscious, which I was very scared of all I'd have to give up. That's all in the book, of course. So after Yamuna left me, I became terrified and I went behind the pandal and I did something so uncharacteristic of me. I collapsed on the ground like a baby, just rolling and crying. What's going to happen to me? So the next morning, Prabhupada calls me into his hut and we're talking and I get more and more nervous. And Prabhupada is talking about what it takes to be discussing, what it takes to be Krishna conscious. And finally, I say to Prabhupada, tomorrow I have to leave. I really, as an itinerant teacher, no one knew where I was or what I did. I visited schools and checked on science teachers, but nobody knew what I was doing or not doing. It just wasn't known. So I didn't really have to leave, but I said, I have to leave because I was scared. And Prabhupada said, do not talk L-E-A-V-E, talk L-I-V-E. I was thinking of returning. Prabhupada said, don't return. I should stay here. He says, stay here. You tell me to, I'll stay. Then Prabhupada said the magic words. And any of you who have had a pet dog, and remember, Krishna had a dog, Bhaktivinoda Thakur had a dog named Tiger, Ramananda had a dog. So I'm sure any of these would say the same thing to the dog. When the dog behaves well, it's always the same thing. Good boy or good girl. It's the way we would speak to our dog. So Prabhupada said to me, yes, you're a good boy. And when he said that, at that moment, I knew I became his dog. And so then after that, the discussion got much more serious and much more personal. I could go on quite a bit of what it was like. I'll end briefly, but people ask me, what was it like being with Prabhupada? Well, we can read about it in the early days of Mukunda Goswami's amazing book, Miracle at Second Avenue, and Vishaka's book, 5 years, 11 months, and Satru Maharaj's biography, and Hari Sari's journals. So there's a lot of books that tell us what it's like to be there. I had the good fortune being practically the last devotee who could spend a lot of time with Prabhupada before Bhakti True Swami. And then he came and Prabhupada did that because by 1972, Prabhupada had so many disciples and out of necessity was kind of in a bubble. So what was it like in those days? The same thing as the early days of the devotees. Prabhupada never changed one bit. He was personable, much funnier than most of us realized. Prabhupada, extremely jolly. When I listen to him speak now, I realize how funny he was. I mean, so many, but they went over our head due to cultural and age differences. But Prabhupada, just a biting sense of humor. And he never made me feel, even when I confessed to my weaknesses, I didn't feel judged even a little bit. And I cannot always say I felt that way with other devotees all the time, to put it nicely. But with Prabhupada, there was no sense of judgment. He was there really concerned about me. Prabhupada is the epitome of radical personalism, which is a term Ram Baru has coined, which is so appropriate. So what was being like with Prabhupada? It was being like someone who really cared for me and was concerned about my own Krishna consciousness. So with that, I wish I could be here with you. I did have a ticket to even come at His Holiness Jayapataka Swami's request, but due to the world circumstances, it wasn't practical to come. So I pray that Lord Chaitanya invites me again to Mayapur. My ideal world would be I can be there with my two friends who are here with me, Ambarish and Achyutananda Prabhu, and be there at the same time. So I thank you all for organizing this wonderful festival commemorating the many 50 years of Mayapur. When I went there and saw when I went to Mayapur, there was obviously nothing. And I didn't actually visit Mayapur again. I'd been to Vrindavan, but not Mayapur till the 80s. And when I saw a whole town, it was amazing. I can't imagine what it will be like when I get to visit again. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you, Brahmacharya Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thanks a lot. I think Brajvilas Prabhu would go next, and then we would have
the first person who came to India, the first devotee who came to India to Sridhar Mayapur to set up this bhajan kutir. He built this bhajan kutir. And that is none other than Achyutananda Prabhu. Let us enthusiastically welcome and hear from Achyutananda Prabhu about the early days in Sridhar Mayapur. Over to Achyutananda Prabhu.
Coming on first?
Just now coming.
one next, Prabhu.
Yeah, you're next, but I think Brajvilas is going to say something. So is that right?
Yes, Prabhu. Brajvilas Prabhu is going to introduce you again, welcome you again, and I think we should be good to start. A minute or so, something like that.
Okay.
Sure, I think we are good to go, Prabhu.
Okay. Brad said for you to go ahead and start speaking at Chitananda Prabhu. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namah. Mahaprabhu has said, Priti Vite Ache Jato Nagar Radhikam Sarvatra Prachar Hoibe Mor Nam. In the whole world, someday there will be preaching of the holy name. Well, I like to edit that. Sarvatra Prachar Hoche Mor Nam. It has happened. The whole world, everyone in the whole world, from the Eskimos to the other end of the world, they know this Hare Krishna. They will know that. So, 1917, Mayapur Gesala, but I'll say in English for everybody else. Prabhupada asked me in 1970, 1971, he told me to go to Mayapur and build a place, because there was only fields. We were staying in the neighboring Gaudiya Math or in a tent. There had been a flood the year before, and there was some plastic, and otherwise there was just fields and jungle and one road, that's Bhaktisiddhanta Road. In that flood, I wrote to Prabhupada, the flood only came up to the road, and that road was like a dam that stopped it from coming to the other side of our land. And so that road saved us. And Prabhupada wrote back, he says, yes, Bhaktisiddhanta's path always saves us. We always, so he put it in that way. He took it to me that. So Prabhupada told me to build a shed. Then he gave me what he wanted. He wanted a cement and brick floor and above bamboo and then grass roof. So I went and got the Muslim Mistris and workers to come and do the work. And I said, well, I'd like to have it 16 feet wide. And there's sola foot kotapanina. We can't do 16 feet. We do 14 feet because they knew the dimensions and what bricks and what mud will fill up in the middle and the plinth. They knew all the science of that. And then they had a nickname for me, Ak Katalog. He says things once. Don't argue with Achutananda. Ak Katalog. He says things one time and do it. Now, there was one old Muslim who told me how he saw, but when he was a little boy, he saw Bhaktisiddhanta. And he said, lamba, he was very tall, and when he walked, he would take long steps. Wherever he would sit, it became like a picture. He said he was just in that memory. And Prabhupada also told me. So I said, koto cement, he told me, good, one cement to 5 parts sand. See, he knew all the details, not even down to the details. That there was a big flood, and we put the there was a big flood, and it did break through the road, and I had to swim. Just you could see the top of the grass roof for a while. I had to dive under, get through the door, and come up in the attic. We stayed there a while, and with another brahmachari, and then a boat came and rescued us. But it looked like an ocean. It was so much. But finally, it came down. But it was kind of man-made flood because the Ganges had filled up with silt, so it became very, very shallow and was overflowing very quickly. So they opened up some dams to increase the flow of the Ganges, and that grouted out the bed of the Ganges so it would be deeper. Then Bhavananda came, and Jaipatak, also Jaipatak and I had come earlier, and we purchased the land from Jabad Ali Sheikh, just saying that for historical value, Jabad Ali Sheikh, Muslim landowner. And those Muslims, they would be buying and selling land all the time. Because next year I want to grow bananas. Next year I want to grow wheat over there. Next year I want to grow rice over there. But they were constantly buying and selling bigas. A biga is about 1/6 of an acre. And we bought it through in bigas, and we had said, oh, that Prabhupada had you talked about Prabhupada being funny. Prabhupada pressed me, you must put up a fence around the 6 bigas. Because actually we had 12 bigas. But he didn't want anyone to know that we had more land. So he wanted a fence around just 5 or 6 bigas, so it would look like we were small. So some little sneaky message was sent out by architecture, but there was a flood. I couldn't get it done. Finally, Kamal came and got it done. Just a little bamboo stakes around it, but actually we had more land than because we didn't want to know. We didn't want people to know how much we had. Finally, Prabhupada came, and fortunately, it was so hot. But that day when Prabhupada came, it was cool. Dhira Samira Astya. There was a cool breeze coming through, and it came there. And then, as you heard, Brahmatirtha came there, and I got the perfect questions and perfect answers. So you see that if it wasn't for me, the whole Brahmatirtha phenomenon would have never happened. So that's it. Then later on, the long building was built. For 10 days or more, there was a procession of bullock carts bringing in bricks, just on and on all day long, bringing up stacks and stacks of bricks in the back. And we hired Nepali Gurkha. Ayo Gurkhali. we hired, that's the battle cry of the Gurkhas, undefeated military soldiers from Nepal. We hired them to be security guards. And they secured us. So if some other time, if there were more, but there was just nothing there. And then we said, I made a separate kitchen, and now I know they've renovated, because even the builders told me the bamboo is going to last about 3 to 5 years. You'll have to replace it. So now I think they put brick pillars to hold it up and made it more. And I had the kitchen separately because we didn't want fire with the grass, so that I made separately. I think I had tile tops on there. That's where I was told people are very afraid of fire on the grass. But grass, the thatching looked so beautiful. And they even made some extra decoration on the top to it. And Nokomoton, it looked like a boat. See, looked like the sailing. They put some, I said, what is that? It's a Noko. It looked like a boat. So we stayed there, and yeah, we built the outhouse. There was one Muslim worker who was working on 2 or 3 huge fat bamboo stalks, and he was hammering them with his curved blade. And what he was doing, he was splitting them open, and he made the walls for the outhouse out of solid. He just opened up this cylinder of bamboo and spread it out with his knife and made. I said, "You had 3 days you're working on this. What are you doing?" He says, "I'm not sitting." And then I turned out to make this beautiful, because the outside of the bamboo made the outside wall, so it looked very beautiful. It was such an art, such a craft to make that. And I put up a Tulsi stand with a brick and cow dung, and then the long building was finally built there. Then Radha Madhava was then taken there. I brought, it's a long story, but I'll just tell the finale. It's just now coming. I brought the first salagram from South India to Prabhupada. And I gave it to Jana Nivas, and we both came in, and Jana Nivas, head pujari. And Prabhupada was sitting behind his low table, and he had a picture of Bhakti Siddhanta on his table, and I had wrapped up this silk, salagram in silk with tulsi leaves in it before any puja, and we gave it to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said yes. So we're sitting in front of Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said, so tomorrow we will get a throne and a crown and 1 silver flute and install tomorrow. Tonight, he can stay here next to my Guru Maharaj. He always likes to be next to my Guru Maharaj. And a big tear came down his face. That's one of the beginning stories of Mayapur. Now it is world class. What is it? Putting to shame the St. Peter's Basilica in competition. And that is necessary. That's necessary. Any questions? Okay. Take hala. Dandavad. Sadhu Sange Sarva Shastra Koi. Lavamatra Sadhu Sange Sarva Siddhi Hoy. The Shastras all proclaim that association with devotees is, even for an 11th of a second, will give you all perfection.
Jai.
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 Thank
you. Thank you.
I'm going to go back in the dark here.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining and providing a
Thank you very much. Our next speaker, we would like to invite His Grace Sikhi Maiti Prabhu. to speak a few words about Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON Mayapur. He is a regular visitor every year for Gaur Purnima festival. He comes from Atlanta, right? Haribo. He's the temple president. So we'll hear from Sikhimaiti Prabhu. After that, we are going to unveil the perfect question and perfect answer plaque, which we had put in Bhajan Kutir, where it was written. We heard from Brahmatirtha Prabhu. After that, we will have this Annakut program, followed by cultural programs. Over to Sikhimaiti Prabhu.
I'm not even prepared. I wasn't even thinking about speaking. Okay. 5 minutes or so. Okay. Om Gyana Timiranjasa Gyananjanan Shalakaya Chakshumaitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpa Turubhyas Cha Kripa Sindhuba Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I didn't know they were speaking tonight, but they speak of me speaking. Anyway, it's not difficult to talk about Prabhupada, of course. It's the easiest subject. And watching all these devotees who are speaking before me, it's very inspiring, isn't it? Don't you sometimes you think, oh wow, I wish I could have been there and did the perfect questions, perfect answers. But Krishna picked that devotee to do that service. Like this morning I was hearing from Pancharatna, I still in my mind, and when he mentioned, what is the greatest austerity in Mayapur? Telephone. I never thought about that. 3 days just to book your phone call. I was fortunate enough to come. Oh, well, just imagine to have a phone over here anyway. That was a miracle. Just to have one. As a matter of fact, Srila Prabhupada, if you think about it, he expanded this movement in that short period of time, and he never used a telephone. Can you imagine that? Who could run a business on that level and never use a telephone? All letter writing. So, but again, hearing these devotees speak, and the leela of them engaging in this manifestation here of this TOVP, don't think that this is the only time this is being manifested. Lord Chaitanya, he appears once in the day of Brahma. So how much is a day in Brahma? 2 billion years, something like that? Long time. And we are so fortunate, we're only 500 years from that appearance. So this Mayapur Dham, including this TOVP, it is always here, it's eternal. It just manifests once every 2 billion years. That's all. And we are fortunate enough to be able to participate in that. And that mercy has come by whom? Srila Prabhupada ki. I myself, I'm from a very insignificant place in this world. Who has ever heard of Gary, Indiana? One person. somehow or another, I'm standing here by the mercy of Prabhupada. I first came to Mayapur in 1977. That was Prabhupada's last Gorpaning festival. Of course, we didn't know that at the time. And another milestone at that time was the fact that somehow or another, Calcutta had grown and decided to have international flights. They made the longer runway. And the first 747 was going to land in Calcutta. Of course, Hare Krishna devotees, under the guidance of Prabhupada, are very clever. Rameshwar Prabhu heard about this. So he arranged that that first flight was all Hare Krishna devotees. Imagine that. I don't think they were expecting that. They're thinking, oh yes, the Westerners are coming to Calcutta. And the door opens, it's all Hare Krishna devotees. Matter of fact, I remember the shock when I saw that, all the cameras, photographers. I'm like, why? I thought we all come to India like this all the time. I had no idea this is some extraordinary event. But coming here, it was, I'll give one pastime that I had. Joining in 1974, the movement was pretty much established by that time. So everyone just fit the routines that you have to do. We're all just, most of the time it's book distribution. And as Prabhu mentioned earlier, that by that time, like Brahma Tirtha was saying, that he was probably the last devotee to get that much association with Prabhupada. Because the movement had grown by that time. Prabhupada's mission was to spread Krishna consciousness. It wasn't just to enjoy Krishna consciousness. There's a difference. Spreading Krishna consciousness is also enjoyable. It's not that it's not enjoyable, but he was focused in this way, so he didn't waste much time. He stopped answering questions in class. Why should he? He needed every second for his mission. So many devotees are available to answer those questions. Why should he have to answer them? We were instructed, don't write Prabhupada any letters. You know, talk to your authority, because there was a mission going on. So I was able to see Prabhupada 2 times before coming to Mayapur. And in that period, there were so many devotees, there's no question of morning walk, that's too new. No question of going to have darshan. And you couldn't even get Mahaprasad. So when I came to Mayapur, I knew Mayapur was very small. So my 3 missions were get some Mahaprasad, get the darshan. I didn't think about morning walk. I don't know, I didn't think about that. But I wanted those 2, at least. So I'm very happy to hear Pancharatna was the one who worked on the construction of the long building. It's nice to know that history. So when we arrived in 77, it wasn't complete. There were no doors, no windows. It was like just a cement block. And the buses arrived. They just said, go get your room. There was no formal, here's your assignments. And I thought at that time, this is when I can see Prabhupada, because everybody's busy getting a room. I'm going to go see Prabhupada. So I run up to the building Prabhupada is staying and find out where his room is, go to the front. Of course, there's one sannyasi standing there. And I approach him. I said, I would like to see Srila Prabhupada. And he tells me, you come back later for darshan. I'm thinking, in my mind, I'm thinking, that's impossible. I'm too junior. But somehow I could see the building is constructed in such a way there must be a back door. So I decided I just quietly went around to the back. And sure enough, the door is wide open. And Prabhupada's sitting there behind the desk. And there were 2 Bengali gentlemen sitting there with their shirt and pants, and Prabhupada is speaking to them. So I paid my obeisances, and I just sat in the doorway. I'm not inside, I'm not outside. So I didn't go, and I was content. It's very close. Wow, I've never been so close and personal. And Bhakti Tirtha Swami, who was Ganesham at the time, was in the room. He saw me. He said, come on in. Come on in. So I kind of go back into the corner. and just sit there. And I am so satisfied just to see Prabhupada so close. And he's speaking in Bengali, so I don't know what he's saying. But anyway, eventually those two gentlemen get up to leave. And as they're walking out, that Maharaj opens the door and he sees me sitting there, and I see him. I go, oh my God. I turn my head and I say, Krishna, please don't put me out. I just want to be in the room with Prabhupada. I'm not going to make any disturbance. Just let me sit here. And the door closed, and it's just me and Prabhupada. And Prabhupada, he just sat back with his eyes closed. You could tell at that time, this is when his illness was beginning. And I just chanted japa quietly, and I didn't say a word, and he didn't say a word to me. And different guests would come in and out, and he's speaking. Very grave. I never seen Prabhupada so grave before. Pangajanari told me that generally Prabhupada was like that. In America, he was grave also, but he was a little more, I don't know, seemed a little more jovial, but this was very serious. So gradually the room began to fill up with devotees, and very grave talks. Everybody's just seriously sitting there until two devotees from New Vrindavan, the ladies, they had a traveling Sankirtan party, which is difficult in those days. And they stuck their head in to see if they can come in. And Prabhupada looked over and saw them, and immediately he just lit up. He became so enlivened to see them. And he made the devotee, move to the side. Let them come in front. And he just started laughing and joking with them. He was so pleased with their service. These ladies had been living in a van like the men were doing, traveling, selling books. And what that meant was you would park behind a gas station and get your bucket for your bath, all those things like that too. Very austere. So anyway, to be in Mayapur with Srila Prabhupada for Gorpanim, it was a dream for sure, and I'm happy Krishna allowed me to have that. And of course, we were very fortunate at that time, Prabhupada physically being there. What's significant about that? You can feel his ecstasies. You know, Hari Bol Maharaj. You see the videos, it's nice. But to be in the presence and grab those ecstasies of Prabhupada, if that doesn't convince you to be Krishna conscious, you're a piece of wood. You know? So I thank the Lord for allowing me to have that fortune. There's so many pastimes in there, and anyway, Prabhu called me up, so I tried to think of something to say. And anyway, 50th anniversary of Sri Radha Madhava Ki Jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Sikhi Maiti Prabhu. Our next speaker for today he is the Vice President of the Bureau. He is very scholarly in Sanskrit, lives in Baroda, is the Temple President of Baroda. Let us invite enthusiastically His Grace Basugosh Prabhu to speak about Srila Prabhupada and his association with Sridhar Mayapur and the devotees here. After Basugosh Prabhu, we would unveil the perfect question, perfect answer plaque. I request Pancharatna Prabhu, Adita Guna Mataji, Basugosh Prabhu and Sikhi Maiti Prabhu and Jananivas Prabhu to come to the Bhajan Kutir to open the plaque. Now over to Basugosh Prabhu.
Mukam karoti vachalam pangulangayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam. Hare Krishna. Everyone is speaking in English, so I'm going to speak in Hindi. अभी तक कोई बंगाली और हिंदी में इस सभा का संबोधन नहीं किया। इसलिए मैं सोच रहा हूँ कितने लोग अंग्रेजी नहीं जानते हैं, हाथ दिखाइए। अच्छा, सब अंग्रेजी जानते हैं, क्या बात है। कितने लोग हिंदी नहीं, who doesn't know Hindi? Let me see your hand. All 5 of you. Oh, okay. 15, 15, 20. Right. Excuse me for those who don't know Hindi. प्रभुपाद जी महाराज के साथ मैं 1974 दिसंबर महीना, कितना साल हो गए, 45-40 साल पहले वार्धा गांधी जी के आश्रम में आचार्य सम्मेलन हुई और बारंबार आयोजक ने बोला प्रभुपाद जी महाराज हिंदी में प्रवचन करेंगे, हिंदी में प्रवचन करेंगे। प्रभुपाद अंग्रेजी में प्रवचन किया और मैं उल्टा हिंदी में बोलूंगा। तो बहुत लोगों के याद है, मेरा याद भी है, काफी याद है, लेकिन मालूम नहीं कितना समय है मेरे पास। How much time? How much time you want me to speak a story? अच्छा, okay. समय अल्प है, ज़्यादा समय नहीं है। 1977 अभी शिकी में ही थी, प्रभु बता रहे थे, गौर पूर्णिमा प्रभु, नॉट पूर्णिम, क्षमा करे, एक्सक्यूज मी। उसी उपलक्ष्य में मैंने भक्ति वैभव पुरी महाराज को राजमंड्री में गाड़ी बिठाकर यहाँ लाया। बहुत दीर्घ कथा है और मैं उन्हीं को प्रभुपाद जी महाराज के छोटे गुरु भाई भक्ति वैभव पुरी महाराज, जो इसी समय 13 साल पहले देह त्याग किया, 97 वर्ष की उम्र में। तो यही 44 साल पहले, 45 साल पहले की बात है। तो मैंने महाराज को लाया बाय रोड और उनको प्रभुपाद जी महाराज के पास ले गया और हम तीनों 1 घंटा तक बैठा रहा। उन दोनों आपस में बंगाली में बात कर रहे थे, तो मुझे बंगाली आज तक मुझे मालूम नहीं बंगाली। दुख की बात है, सीखना तो ही उचित है, लेकिन यहाँ नहीं रह रहा हूँ, पश्चिम भारत में रह रहा हूँ। तो मैंने देखा कि दोनों के बीच में मैत्री भावना क्या है, अद्भुत था। प्रभुपाद एक श्रीमद् भागवत के तात्पर्य में छोटा स्कंद 28वें अध्याय श्लोक संख्या 31 में लिखा है, तात्पर्य में, कि हमारे गुरु भाई और मैं, मेरे गुरु भाई और मैं साथ में काम नहीं कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हम सब कृष्ण भावन अमृत का आंदोलन का प्रचार कर रहे हैं और हजारों शिष्य बना रहे हैं। तो प्रभु ऐसा नहीं कि प्रभुपाद उनके गुरु भाइयों को नहीं मानते थे, लेकिन आप देख सकते प्रभुपाद का प्रचार का फल क्या है और उन लोगों के प्रचार का फल क्या है। प्रभुपाद दुनिया को हिला दिया। जब प्रभुपाद जी महाराज चले गया उतने वर्षों पहले ही इसी संस्था के 8 केंद्र था भारत में और अभी इसी संस्था का 400 केंद्र हो गया भारत में, 400 केंद्र। हमारा एक वक्ता है, युवा प्रचारक है, उन्होंने कहा कि अगर 4000 केंद्र हो तो वो भी कम है, इतना बड़ा देश है। सुबह मैंने प्रभु जी से पूछा कि मैं क्या बोलूं, तो उन्होंने मुझको कहा था कि प्रेरणा दो लोगों को इस मंदिर का जल्दी क्षमा करें, क्षमा करें, लोगों को प्रेरणा दीजिए कि ये मंदिर जल्दी से जल्दी तैयार करें। तो ये कैसे संभव है? तो धन शक्ति ही, धन के द्वारा ही इस मंदिर का निर्माण पूरा हो जाएगा। असंख्य धन है। प्रभुपाद जी महाराज कहते थे कि धन आकाश में है, उनको पकड़ने के लिए ही निपुण बनना है। कहने का तात्पर्य है बहुत धनी लोग हैं। आप लोग अगर आपके पास पैसा नहीं है, आप दूसरे को प्रेरित कर सकते हैं जिनके पास पैसा है, ये मंदिर का निर्माण के लिए उस धन का समर्पण करना। अरे जितना ज्यादा लोग भाग लेंगे इस प्रवृत्ति में, तो जल्दी से जल्दी मैं सोचता हूं ये काम पूरा हो जाएगा। एक मुझे ये बोलना उचित है कि नहीं मुझे मालूम नहीं, आप लोग मालूम नहीं, आपने उनको एक चलचित्र देखा कि नहीं, गांधी जी के जीवन कथा जो लगभग 40 साल पहले यूएसए और इंग्लैंड में बन गया। तो वो कहानी में क्या है, गांधी का कहानी आप जानते हैं कि नहीं मालूम नहीं, लेकिन वो गुजरात से गया इंग्लैंड, वकील बनकर दक्षिण अफ्रीका चले गया और वहाँ उन्होंने उनके सत्याग्रह आंदोलन चालू किया। फिर भारत आया, वहाँ 25 साल, शायद 25-30 साल रहा दक्षिण अफ्रीका में। फिर जब लौट आया, ये कांग्रेस आंदोलन भारतीय आज़ादी के लिए संघर्ष कर रहे थे अंग्रेज राज के काल में। तो उनके बड़ी नायक गांधी जी से पूछा, आप करेंगे क्या अभी? तो गांधी जी जवाब दिए, अभी मैं वकीलात चालू करूंगा। तो उन्होंने इनकार किया, देखो आपको कमाना कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है, यहाँ बहुत पैसे वाले लोग हैं। इस बाप रे, इसमें से बड़ी अच्छी शिक्षण मिलते हैं। दुनिया में बहुत पैसा है, पैसे वाले लोग बहुत हैं। उन लोगों के पैसा भगवान के सेवा, ये मंदिर का निर्माण कैसे ही लगाइए, हम लोग निपुण बनना है, बस यही बात है। आप श्रोतागण जो सुन रहे हैं, जो बैठा है और और जो अंतर्जाल के द्वारा जो सुन रहे हैं, सोशल मीडिया के द्वारा, हमारा नम्र विनती है लोगों को इस मंदिर का क्षमा करें, इस मंदिर का निर्माण का सहायता प्रेरणा दीजिए। जैसे चैतन्य महाप्रभु का आदेश है ना, जाड़े देखे तारे कहा कृष्ण उपदेश। जहाँ आप जाते हैं, जिनको आप मिलते हैं, गीता का उपदेश उनको देना। और गीता का उपदेश क्या है? मन मना भव मत भक्त हो, मेरा चिंतन करो, मेरे भक्त बनो। अगर भारत में ही सब लोग कृष्ण भक्ति के लिए सद्भावना रखते हैं, ये जहां हम देखते हैं, जैसे उड़ीसा में सब लोग जय जगन्नाथ, और तिरुपति बालाजी गोविंद गोविंद गोविंद। हमारे गुजरात में द्वारकाधीश की जय। पूरे भारत में कृष्ण भावना सामान्य नियम है। प्रभुपाद जी हम लोगों को जुहू चौपाटी में, प्रभुपाद जी महाराज कई दफे जुहू चौपाटी सुबह सुबह जब वो घूमने के लिए निकलते थे, उन्होंने कहा कि लगभग भारत में सभी लोग कृष्ण भावना भावित है, लेकिन कृत्रिम रूप से सरकार उनको रोका रहे हैं। तो उसी काल का सरकारी नीति था उद्योग उद्योग उद्योग, और महानगर और उद्योगमय यंत्रमय जीवन आरंभ हो गया भारत में। बाकी भारतीय लोग सब आधा दिन काम करते थे और आधा दिन भजन। मैंने ये देखा वर्षों पहले लोग सत्संग के लिए ही घंटा बिताते थे, घंटा भजन मंडली भगवान का भजन करते थे। और अभी क्या हो रहा है इस देश में, बहुत दुख की बात है कि लोग ये प्राचीन संस्कृति छोड़कर पाश्चात्य देशों का अनुकरण और कुत्ता और बिल्ली का काम, पशु बनते जा रहे हैं। बड़ी दुख की बात है, लेकिन कैसे रोकेंगे? ये आंदोलन है ही उसको रोकने के लिए। तो आप सब प्रभु जी का सहायता करें और जल्दी से जल्दी राधा माधव ये बड़ी मंदिर में निवास करने के लिए व्यवस्था करें। ये मेरा नम्र विनती है। दीर्घ प्रवचन नहीं दूंगा। श्री श्री राधा माधव की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। हरे कृष्ण।
Take the control from us. Take the control. Thank you, Basu Ghosh Prabhu. As I said in the morning, for all of you who have attended this program, we are launching this TOP marathon. 2 years we wanted to build this temple by 2024 and open it for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. 2 more years to go. A 3-month grand celebration, moving the Radha Madhava deities to their new home in the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, the largest Vedic temple in the world. So we had come up with this medallions, beautiful medallions. The gold medallion, which is $5,000, 3.5 lakhs. You can give in installments. You have 2 years to give. The silver medallion, which is $3,000, 2 lakhs. And the bronze medallion, which is $2,000, 1.5 lakhs. Everything can be given in installment. There are many devotees who have pledged today. We had a target of $500,000. Till now, we have reached almost $250,000 today. 250,000 more to go, because on this 50th anniversary, we are having every day a target of $500,000. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and the next day, 4-day festival, we wanted to collect $2 million and offer it to Srila Prabhupada to build this temple. So we are getting close to our target today. And please, our booth is here. Please, you have to take a pledge. You don't have to give money today. It's only in installments. 3.5 lakhs, 2 lakhs and 1.5 lakh. Take a pledge. And tomorrow, we would hand over the coin to you through either Jayapataka Maharaj or His Holiness Lokanath Maharaj, Jananivas Prabhu. If you do today, you can get it from Jananivas Prabhu hand itself. He is here. So please pledge. Please come forward and take a medallion. This is very, very important. On this 50th anniversary, you get also a Radha Madhava brick for this medallion, which will go under the altar where the Lordship, Shri Shri Radha Madhava and Ashtasakhi would stand on all these bricks with your name inscribed. They would stand on these bricks. So please take this opportunity. This is a very nice opportunity. Right time, right place and right circumstances to donate today. We have next 3 days. So every day $500,000 is the target. 3.5 crores. So now we are going to unveil the plaque. I would request Jananivas Prabhu, Pancharatna Prabhu, Atidha Guna Mataji, Sikhi Maiti Prabhu to come there and unveil. In the meantime, His Holiness Amiya Vilas Maharaj would speak about Srila Prabhupada and his interactions with devotees and his service and his association with Sridham Mayapur. In the meantime, because there is not enough space there, so we only request Srila Prabhupada disciples to come and open the plaque, unveil the plaque, and later on you all can go and see when the program is over. So now I call Amiya Vilas Maharaj and to speak a few words. Basu Ghosh Prabhu, Jananivas Prabhu, Pancharatna Prabhu, Atidha Guna Mataji, Sikhi Maiti Prabhu, Prabhupada disciples would come and unveil the perfect question and perfect answer plaque. Amiya Vilas Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. So we are all attending this wonderful program about the 50th anniversary of Radha Madhava, 50th anniversary of Jananivas Prabhu, and 100th anniversary of Prabhupada received the message ordered by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Srila Prabhupada. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada is a empowered Shaktavesh avatar who gave the power of attorney to Srila Prabhupada to spread the holy name of the Lord. Recently I was reading that is Madhya-lila, 20th.
Thank you all very much for
for opening this perfect question and perfect answers. Let me read 1972 to 2022 on this day, March 2nd, 2022, Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, in this case Ambarish Prabhu, of course they gave their blessing through Zoom, unveiled this perfect questions, perfect answers back for the pleasure of ISKCON founder Acharya. His name is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This flag commemorates the 50th anniversary of an iconic and widely published conversation with His Divine Grace recorded in this Bhajan Kutir from February 27 through 29, 1972. A 22-year-old American Peace Corps was a high school science teacher named Bob Cohen in search of true spirituality had traveled to Sridhar Mayapur and met Srila Prabhupada. The exchange of questions and answers that ensued led to Bob's accepting Srila Prabhupada as his eternal spiritual master and being initiated as Brahma Tirtha Das. The conversation was first published as a small paperback by the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust in 1977. Srila Prabhupada personally named this book Perfect Question, Perfect Answers. Millions of copies of this small book have been distributed in over 50 languages and it continues to be distributed by ISKCON devotees worldwide. Thus, Srila Prabhupada's perfect answers to questions about life's most important concerns have reached millions of sincere spiritual seekers around the world. Shri Guru Govinda Jayate. Hare Krishna.
Perfect question, perfect answer.
Amartito Prabhu Jai.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, भारत भूमि ते मनुष्य जन्म लजार, जन्म सार्थक करो करो परोपकार. So Prabhupada said that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Krishna Shakti vina nai tara pravartana. Krishna Shakti vina nai nama prachara. Without empowered by the Supreme Lord, you cannot preach the holy name of the Lord. I was told, in a Gaudiya Math, they know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Prithivite achet nagaradigram. But they never thought that this is going to be happen. Krishna consciousness is not in, you cannot understand by Mahamaya. This whole material world is compared just like an ocean of nescience. So people do not understand how Prabhupada fulfilled this desire of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhupada always says, you can judge the tree, how many fruits that tree is giving. Similarly, you can see what Prabhupada has done. No God brother of his has done in this way. And nobody was giving support to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada was 70 years old. He was trying so much in India to preach the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he has no any support. But Prabhupada always remembering the Bhaktisiddhanta's order. What is his order? Whenever you get money, you print books and preach to the Western world This is the order by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Srila Prabhupada. So he was trying in India, but he was not getting any support. But somehow Radha Prabhupada thought, this is my Guru Maharaj ordered. I have to go into the West and preach the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So at 70 years of old, and no support, nowhere, he is alone. 2 months he was traveling in the ocean, sea, Jaladuta, 2-time heart attack. He was alone. Then he reached to America, and Prabhupada said that in the West, they have no understanding of spiritual life. This is the first time in the history of the world, the Western people got the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You can see now how the devotees in China, devotees in Russia, devotees in America, Europe, every country, every part of the world, they are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So you can all loudly chant. I say once, Hari Bol. When I say Hari Bol, you have to chant 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay? Hari Bol. 3 times you have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Loudly. Hare Krishna. Loud. The last instruction, my message is, please, our life is temporary. Everybody trying to accumulate money. Now please, whatever money you have, whatever you have jewels, whatever things you have property, give to this TOUP, Temple of Vedic Planetarium. This is the desire of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. अद्भुत मंदिर होगा बोल के बताया है Bhaktivinoda Thakur ने. This desire is fulfilling by Srila Prabhupada, so we all should take part. Whatever you have money, jewels, property, everything you give to the Temple of Vedic Planetarium to complete this temple 2024. So this is my also request all of you, because when you are going to die, you don't take anything. All things you have to leave it here only. So please, you whatever you have, you please donate to this wonderful Mayapur Chandrodaya Temple of Vedic Planetarium. Hare Krishna. Bolo Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki.
Thank you so very much, Maharaj. That is the mood. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, after I announced about the gold coin, gold medallion, there are 2 enthusiastic devotees who have participated now. The mini cards coming. Please take this opportunity. Prabhupada used to say, Rattu deka kola vecha. By seeing the rat, they sell the bananas. So you see the program and also commit to help the Temple of Vedic Planetarium so that it can be built. So these two devotees, I call them on stage. Divyambara Devi Dasi Mataji, she is donating a gold medallion for $5,000, 3.5 lakhs. Give her a big hand. Divyambara Mataji, where is she? Is she coming? Then we have Baladev Das Prabhuji from Delhi, from New Delhi. He is donating $5,000, 3.5 lakhs. Give him a big hand. Baladev Das Prabhuji, please come on stage. Or Basu Ghosh Prabhu would give the medallion. Amiya Vilas Maharaj is also here. He will, both Basu Ghosh Prabhu and Amiya Vilas Maharaj would give the medallion to Baladev Prabhu and Divyambara Devi Dasi Mataji. So this is the right opportunity, right circumstances in Sridhar Mayapur to get a medallion. You have 2 years. You can slowly give in pledges. Today you don't have to give any money. You take the coin and you can slowly send every month in installments. You have 2 years. Hey, Baladev Prabhu from New Delhi. So all those devotees who had come from New Delhi, you are from the capital, and it is the responsibility of the devotees from the capital to build Sridhar Mayapur. So I want all the devotees who had come from New Delhi, Rajdhani, right, to build the Temple of Vedic Planetarium for Srila Prabhupada. Delhi वालों को दिल वाला कहते हैं. So our Baladev Prabhu has opened his dil. So I want all the Delhi devotees who are here to take either gold, silver or a bronze medallion. Prabhu, bring your card. Come on up. Yeah, please. Basu Ghosh Prabhu is waiting. He's waiting to give this medallion to all those devotees who are sacrificing today for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada in building this Temple of Vedic Planetarium so that it can be opened in 2024. I think after book distribution, building temples has become our family business. Srila Prabhupada said, if Bhakti Vedanta Swami has to sit under a tree, who will come? Who will come? If this Bhajan Kutir was only a tree, how many of you would come? He said, so build temples. Build temples. So it's very, very important for us. Pancharatna Prabhu was saying to me in the morning, I always make a pledge during Gaurav Purnima. Brajavilas Prabhu, this time I'm definitely going to make a pledge and take one medallion so that this temple can be opened very soon. All Prabhupada disciples wanted to see this temple in their lifetime opened. We are all waiting when the day will come, so we can see Shri Radha Madhava moved into their new home. That is our victory. That is our success. His Grace Jananivas Prabhu in his old age, he has traveled extensively for 5 years from 2015 to 2020, begging every day. Every day begging to build the Temple of Vedic Planetarium so that his worshipable Lord, Sri Radha Madhava, can be moved into their new home. So important to us. This is so important to us. In 50 years, we had come up with such a large temple. No society has ever done in 50 years, building such a large temple in the history. And this credit goes to Srila Prabhupada. The vision which he had to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. And this temple, predicted by Lord Nityananda Prabhu, यह एक अद्भुत मंदिर होइबे प्रकाश, गौरंग नित्य सेवा होइबे विकास. विकास चाहिए, गौरंग महाप्रभु का मंदिर बनाना ही है. बिना गौरंग महाप्रभु का मंदिर विकास नहीं होता. There is no vikas without Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So let us enthusiastically participate. This is very, very important for us that this temple is built. In the maturity of our life, we have this opportunity to see this temple completed. Okay. We have Rahul Kumar Prabhu, Rahul Kumar Sri Charda, right? He has donated for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada, for Sri Panchatattva, Radha Madhava, Narsingadev, a gold medallion for $5,000. Give him a big hands. He is a good friend of Basu Ghosh Prabhu, Gujarati Che. Rahul Kumar Prabhu. I am just asking you to take a pledge. Just a pledge. You try it. Even if it doesn't happen, you can tell me at the end, Prabhuji, मैंने कोशिश किया, मेरे से हो ही नहीं रहा. But today you take the pledge and you see the miracle. You see the miracle. You take a pledge, you can definitely give because Krishna will give you that money to fulfill. This is not ordinary. I'm talking about extraordinary. This is the vision of Srila Prabhupada. He does extraordinary things from ordinary people like me. So, if any one of you has now got a inclination or desire to donate, we have a donation booth. Here, please fill in your pledge. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and the next day, the 50th anniversary celebrations. You can donate in any of these 4 days, or our office is open 24 hours, not, but at least 12 hours. So you can please visit our office, TOP fundraising office, make your pledge. Let us make this happen. Let us take a sankalpa for Sri Radha Madhava. That we will do anything to build this temple. So with this, our next program for today is the cultural festival, the cultural program. First will be a dance by Bhakti Vedanta National School students. Then there is a Odissi group dance by Nityananda Dance Academy. Hare Krishna. And there will be a drama by the International School Smith student. And after that, and there is a dance by ex-student of Bhakti Vedanta National School. And after that, we have a grand feast prasadam. So let us join with Bhakti Vedanta National School in seeing their performance for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much, but please don't forget to pledge today. We have a goal of $500,000, 3.5 crores. Let us make that target happen today. Those who are watching online, please visit our website www.tovp.org. You can make your pledge there. And it is very important today on the 50th anniversary to make a pledge. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
system. Hari. So those devotees cannot see directly from the stage. There's a big TV also who cannot get place right here in front here. You can go back. There's another big TV. We can see also from back side of the Sulabh kitchen. From the Sulabh kitchen, they can see that side also. No need to waste your time here. You can go more back. Sound and other TV also presented there. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, this is Lakshmi of class 5, grade 5. She is going to dance on Sachi Sutta Ashtakam now. Hare Krishna.
नवगौरवरं नवपुष्पसरं नवभावधरं नवलास्यपरं नवहास्यकरं नवहेमवरं प्रणमामि सचीसुतगौरवरम् नवप्रेमयुतं नवनीतसुचं नववेषकृतं नवप्रेमरसम् नवधा विलसात् शुभप्रेममयम् प्रणमामि सचीसुतगौरवरम् हरिभक्तिपरं हरिनामधरम् करजाप्यकरं हरिनामपरम् नयने सततं प्रणयाश्वधरम् प्रणमामि सचीसुतगौरवरम् सततं जनता भवतापहरम् परमार्थपरायण लोकगतिं नवलेहकरं जगतापहरम् प्रणमामि सचीसुतगौरवरम् निज भक्तिकरं प्रियचारुतरम् नटनर्तन नागर राजकुलम् कुलकामिनि मानसलास्यकरम् प्रणमामि सचीसुतगौरवरम् करतालवरं कलकण्ठरवम् मृदुवाद्यसुवीनिकयौ मधुरम् निजभक्तिगुणावृतनाट्यकरम् प्रणमामि सचीसुतगौरवरम् युगधर्मयुतं पुननन्दसुतम् धरणीसुचित्रं भवभावुचितम् तनुध्यानचितं निजवासयुतम् प्रणमामि सचेत सुतगौरवरम् अरुणं नयनं चरणं वसनं वदने स्खलितं स्वकनामधरम् कुरुते सुरसं जगताजीवनम् प्रणमामि सचीसुतगौरवरम्
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Lakshmi, her name is Lakshmi from Bhakti Vedanta National School. So like to class 5, 5th grade. Really wonderful. Give a good hand. Clapping, clapping fully up to. आपने जो पीछे बैठे देखे उनके डांस आपको अच्छी नहीं लगी? अच्छा लगा कि नहीं? आप ऐसे नाच पाएंगे बेहतर उससे? फिर आप ताली नहीं कर रहे हैं, जोर से प्रेम से। थैंक यू।
हरी
ओके, थैंक यू। हाँ, ये चेयर सब निकालिए, तब तक कुछ वॉलंटियर्स प्रभु चेयर्स और अन्य चीज सब। We have some more pledged. Some more pledged are there in between drama.
We have one more devotee who had come from Delhi. I think he's from Haryana. Ashray Yogadas Prabhuji. He is today doing for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada and Shri Radha Madhava a bronze medallion for $2,000, 1.5 lakhs. We call him on stage.
Please come.
Prabhuji, Ashray Yogadas Prabhuji, please come on stage.
Basus Prabhu, please come.
You can. And if you have, I see many devotees are pledging in the donation booth. Please give it to me so that we can honor you today. He has already also pledged before. Ashray Yogadas Prabhuji is getting a bronze medallion. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Here is a wonderful prasad for you also.
You are getting a Mahaprasad from Radha Madhava also. If you pledge today, you have a Radha Madhava Mahaprasad and a medallion today.
Oh, here one more, look.
One more.
Hiralal Prabhu from Mayapur.
Hiralal from Mayapur. He is doing a $2,000, a bronze medallion.
Please come, please come.
Hiralal Prabhu, he is having Hira. I think he can do diamond medallion. Probably I have to put a new medallion. Where is Hiralal Prabhu?
Please come. Jagannath Palace. Okay.
Okay, Jagannath Palace, Hiralal Prabhu. Bronze medallion.
2 lakh rupees.
Oh, silver medallion. 2 lakh rupees.
Mahaprasad also.
Silver medallion, right?
Yeah, silver.
You had put it in, this is not silver.
Yes, ye wala. Hey, iso silver karo, 2 lakh wala.
A silver medallion. Hiralal Prabhu, thank you very much.
Thank you, Shabansh.
So, all those devotees who are pledging, please bring the card to me. We will announce and Basu Ghosh Prabhu would give the gift. And we have our next program. What is the next program?
Yeah, there's a group, Odissi group dance by Nimai Nritya Mandira Academy, Mayapur. Nimai Nritya Mandir Patshala Academy, Mayapur. Hare Krishna. We welcome them to the stage. It's a long dance, not 2 minutes, 4 minutes, almost 20-minute dance. 15 to around 15 minutes dance. Whole pastimes of Krishna from childhood up to the end. Please. Hare Krishna is ready. The group dance is ready, please. Any more devotees who was pledging? I was hearing from Jagajivan Prabhu, his wife was willing something 2 lakhs, he saw 5 fingers, 2 fingers, I don't understand. 5 lakhs, 2 lakhs or what? Can you clarify my question, my doubt? Jagajivan Prabhu's wife? Oh, tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow in the Prabhupada Park. No, yes, Prabhupada Park. No, Lotus Park. Good, Jai. Anybody else? और कोई प्यारे भगत टीओपी के लिए? Okay, ready? Give me time. From last 2 months, the group of devotees, they are all from Mayapur, international, national and local, girls, boys, they all from last 2 months, they're practicing to perform to please Radha Madhava. So they are getting ready in 2 minutes. A big group, they're telling the stage is very small, but they'll adjust it. So don't forget that this all Mahaprasadam from Radha Madhav, Nitai, Padakamala, Mayapur Chandra, all the Mahaprasad are going to be served in different places. We'll see the situation either here, other will be maybe, we'll see, but it will be distributed. We're not going to store it. We're going to distribute it. हम सब प्रसाद वितरण करेंगे अवश्य. Either आपकी जहाँ प्रसाद डिनर लेंगे वहाँ पहुँचेगा या फिर यहाँ हम लोग बांटेंगे. सिचुएशन देखते ही हम लोग इसको निर्णय करेंगे. रेडी? अच्छा ठीक है. ओके.
যশোদা বিচিকিৎসয়ন্তি। জগধূত দত্ত নবনীত পিণ্ড গৃহে যশোদা বিচিকিৎসয়ন্তি। জগধূত দত্ত নবনীত পিণ্ড গৃহে যশোদা বিচিকিৎসয়ন্তি। উবাচ সত্যং বদহে মুরারে। উবাচ সত্যং বদহে মুরারে। উবাচ সত্যং বদহে মুরারে। উবাচ সত্যং বদহে মুরারে। গোবিন্দ দামোদর মাধবেতি। গোবিন্দ দামোদর মাধবেতি। গোবিন্দ দামোদর মাধবেতি। ধিন তা 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 ধিন ধিনা তিরগিড়তা ধিন ধিনা তিরগিড়তা ধিন ধিনা তিরগিড়তা गिड़गिड़ धिन ता 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 थिन थिना तिरगिड़ता थिन थिना तिरगिड़ता थिन थिना तिरगिड़ता गिड़गिड़ धे धिंदा तिरगिड़ धे थिंदा थिनिता 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 थिनि थिन ता थिंदा ता थिंदा ता थिंदा ता थिंदा ता ता थिंदा तिरगिड़ा तिरगिड़ता धिंदा तिरगिड़ता धिंदा तिरगिड़ गिड़गिड़ धे धिंदा तिरगिड़ धे थिंदा थिनिता 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 थिनि थिन ता थिंदा ता थिंदा ता थिंदा ता थिंदा ता ता थिंदा थिंदा तिरगिड़ता धिंदा तिरगिड़ता धिंदा तिरगिड़ता ता 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 तिरगिड़ता ता 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 तिरगिड़ता ता 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 तिरगिड़ता ता 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 तिरगिड़ता 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 ता थिनिता धे धे ता 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 तिरगिड़ता 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 ता थिनिता धे धे। माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति.
हरि. हरी बोल. थाली 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 जोर से. पीछे वाले आगे वाले सामने सब लोग जोर से. हरे कृष्णा. गुरुजी. हरे कृष्णा गुरुजी. प्लीज प्लीज कम. Hare Krishna, Madan Mohan Das ji, originally from Navadip. But from childhood, he practiced Odissi dance in Vrindavan. Haribal. And he came from Vrindavan to Mayapur almost 3 years. 5 years back, he started for 1 student, 2 student, 3 student. Now, wonderful group is ready. From Mayapur, not export. We're not exporting the artist. From the Mayapur, our devotees. Simple things, if you don't, all the grihasthas, if you don't engage your children for dancing this cultural dance, uncultural dance, disco dance they'll do. You understand? You know what you want to do. So there is Nimai Nritya Mandir, Guruji Madan Mohanji, many others also in, so you find out. So please, bring a student, bring a student. आप जो भी गृहस्थ भक्त हैं, मदन मोहन जी जो गुरुजी हैं, बड़ी सुंदर नृत्य आपको सिखा सकते हैं. कैसे लगा आप लोग बताइए? अच्छा लगा? ये मायापुर का गर्व है. This is proud of Mayapur धाम. We are so proud that it was Vidyanagar. All the scholar people used to come here, Vidyanagar, right? So today also wonderful teachers are coming. The Vedic temple is getting on. More people come. Some more things will happen. Prabhu going to speak something. Thank you a lot. Hare Krishna.
Now, Hare Krishna. Now Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, he told me that now we have to take Radha Madhava for dinner. To take back Radha Madhava. So before taking back Shri Radha Madhava, my final appeal to all of you today is that let's make a pledge. Isadev, bring the coin. Let us make a pledge before they go to their home. We have a gold medallion for $5,000, 3.5 lakhs, a silver medallion and a bronze medallion. Please pledge. I'm only asking a pledge today. I'm only asking a pledge. You have to just write in the pledge card and give it to us. By the way, His Grace Mohan Rupa Prabhu K is from Delhi. He has brought around 400 devotees. I think every devotee would pledge, right? I want every devotee to pledge for Sridhar Mayapur. That would be their success. So, a silver medallion, we have bronze medallion. The gold medallion is $5,000, 3.5 lakhs. The silver medallion is $3,000, 2 lakhs. And the bronze medallion is 1.5 lakhs. So please, Sister Dev is saying 24 months, it's nothing. I think Sister Dev has to take one. So let us fill this form before Radha Madhava. We send Radha Madhava today. And tomorrow there is a big program in the Lotus Park or Prabhupada Park. Grand program, the Swing Festival and glorification by ISKCON leaders and other devotees. Mohan Rupa Prabhu, I just have a request. All the Delhi devotees today, they were absent today. Tomorrow they have to be present in our program. So Mohan Rupa Prabhu confirmed that all the Delhi devotees would be there for the swing festival tomorrow in the Lotus Park, Prabhupada Park.
Lotus Park.
Lotus Park. So please pledge. We wanted to build this temple. We wanted to open this temple in 2024. Today, before Shri Radha Madhava goes to their home, the current home, this was the old home which they were living before in 1972. Please take a pledge. We have a donation booth here. It's so crowded. I think everybody is rushing to make a pledge. So please make a pledge, and then we will send off Shri Radha Madhava to their home. Thank you. What is the next program, Mr.
There will
Dev?
be a drama by Smith students, Sri Mayapur International School students. It's a drama like old days of ISKCON, because we're doing the 50 years Golden Jubilee Year Festival. So we like to go a little back up our movement, how it started, and what are the scene of beginning. So kind of, so drama we're going to present by the international school students. So it's ready, everyone. Before that, I was just remembering the word. Janivas Prabhu was telling, there's 2-3 devotees was coming, Prabhupada saying, look, so many devotees coming, so many bhajan kutir. He said, so many devotees coming, so many devotees coming. Similarly, the people are passing. I don't know how many people are signing for the donation, I don't know, but looks like so many people coming. So please bring the pledge card. Hare Krishna, Tapan Prabhu, any more there? Jaldi. हाँ सामने से कितना लाख 10 लाख ए बा क्या है कार्ड खाली एम्प्टी कार्ड अरे भरा हुआ कार्ड लेकर आओ okay ready students they ready for the drama Ramanipati Prabhu is ready okay ध्यान रखिए पुनः मैं अनुरोध करना चाहूंगा कल आज शुभारंभ है गोल्डन जुबली ईयर की प्रथम दिवस है स्वयं भगवान राधा माधव अपने पुराने घर आए और उनको 1008 प्रकार की नैवेद्य अर्पण हुआ और कल भगवान राधा माधव प्रोसेशन के माध्यम से आएंगे लोटस पार्क कल प्रभुपाद पार्क लोटस पार्क जस्ट लोटस बिल्डिंग के सामने वहां कल स्विंग फेस्टिवल होगा राधा माधव झूलों में झूल रहे हैं भगवान झूले में बैठेंगे और प्रत्येक भक्त कल उनको अपने हाथों से राधा माधव को झुलाने का मौका मिलेगा every devotee going to get opportunity to sing the Lord and in evening there will be Deeposhchava going every single devotee going to offer a ghee lamp to Radha Madhava हैं जितनी भक्त हैं सभी भक्तों को मौका मिलेगा कि एक दीप अर्पण करने के लिए शाम को कल वहाँ प्रभुपाद पार्क में okay next day we have festival also continue will go more announcements day by day ready okay please come Hari Mataji ready
For the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada and the assembled Vaishnavas, Smith's boys would like to present Prabhupada is Coming. Srila Prabhupada arrived in America during a time of great discontent. The Vietnam War caused widespread dissatisfaction. The youth, being disillusioned by the establishment, created a counterculture of their own, the hippies. At the time Srila Prabhupada arrived, waves of Americans were breaking away from the status quo, searching for a better alternative. He came and introduced a God-conscious world into a materialistic society and the youth eagerly grasped the hand their Savior was offering. Prabhupada brought Krishna consciousness into the public eye by chanting in the parks, distributing Back to Godhead magazines, and by holding free Sunday love feasts. Many, many boys and girls were attracted. They took to Krishna consciousness quickly, giving up everything they had known for a better, happier, more God-conscious way of life. Srila Prabhupada wrote many books and sent his disciples around the world to spread Krishna consciousness far and wide. He circled the globe 14 times in 12 years, encouraging and enlivening the devotees, teaching them everything from how to dress, what to eat, preaching, accounting, and so on. Come with me, let me take you back in time, to where we can catch a glimpse of what it was like in those early days. Oh, look, here come some hippies now.
Love, man, it's all about love.
Yeah, man, make love, not war.
I'm so... totally fine. There's got to be something better out there.
Don't flip your wig. Let's just chill and go to the lovin'. Bob Dylan singing.
Cool, let's go.
That was groovy, my man.
That sure was, but I'm really dissatisfied. You feel me? This whole Vietnam War has just got me really fried out. I'm burned, man. There's got to be something better out there. I think I'm going to go to India and find me a guru.
Ooh, that's a groovy idea. You know what? I'll come too. I also can't take much more of our bureaucratic society. We need to change the status quo. We need more, more spirituality in our life.
That's exactly right. That's why I'm going to go to India and find me a guru.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
They look so happy. What's their secret?
Let's ask him. Hey, yeah, you, come here. What's your secret to happiness, man?
Chant Hare Krishna and stay high forever. When you chant Hare Krishna, you can't help but be happy.
Will you teach us? We are so fried with everything.
Nah, man, don't bother. We are going to India to find ourselves a real guru.
Oh well then, you're in luck. I got really fried with this material existence too, but then I found the Hare Krishnas. Our guru...
Wait! You have a guru!
A real Indian guru?
Yes, our guru's name is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
A real Indian guru! Right here in America! Cool, man! Groovy!
He teaches us the singing God's name and engaging in His service is real source of happiness. Here, why don't you take some of these books? This is perfection of yoga.
A world-renowned yoga master cuts through the commercialism that clouds the real meaning of yoga. Cool, man! This sounds interesting.
And this is path of perfection.
His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada explains the highest standards for human beings. The practice of the science of self-realization, Bhakti Yoga. This is cool too.
I also have Chant and Be Happy with features exclusive conversation with John Lennon and George Harrison. It explains the power of mantra meditation and how it brings you to the unlimited self-awareness.
Whoa. The George Harrison.
Is that about the Hare Krishna mantra you were singing?
Yes, indeed, and it's Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna!
Very good.
Thanks, man!
I also have here the Bhagavad Gita as it is. It's our Bible.
We'll take him!
All?
Yes, all! We need to find the secret to happiness, and it looks like you just might have it.
Wonderful. You can also come to our Sunday Love Feast.
Ooh, Sunday Love Feast.
Yes, here's an invitation. The address is on the back. Every Sunday we have a love feast at the temple with dancing, a short lecture of our philosophy, and of course a very delicious love feast.
Far out. We'll be there.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna!
Give me some skin. How are you digging those books, man?
They're righteous.
Yeah, they're far out, aren't they? They've got me really jazzed. I can't wait to get to the love feast and find out more.
Me too. They are so far out. I'm actually feeling happy for the first time in a long time.
Same here.
Oh, look. That must be the temple. Do you think it'd be groovy for us to go in?
Chill out. We have the invitation, remember?
Neato, let's go!
Hare Krishna. You came. Welcome to our Sunday Love Feast. Right this way.
That was unreal.
Uh-huh. Totally far out.
I'm glad you felt the ecstasy.
Totally. I've made a decision. I'm joining up.
Yeah, smart move. You know what? I just came to the same decision. Man, that food was choice.
Yeah. And the chanting was totally out of sight.
It sure was. The lecture was groovy too. Answered several of the questions I had.
Hey man, do you think it'd be okay if we move in?
Of course, it's alright. It's a great time actually. Prabhupada is due to arrive in a few weeks.
Swami Bhaktivedanta is coming. Here.
Groovy. Can we meet him?
Of course.
Righteous. I'm going home to get my books and I'll be back first thing in the morning.
See you when you get back.
Wait, you're not coming?
Nah, I've been searching too long. I'm never leaving.
See you tomorrow then. Bye.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, right. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada is coming. He's arriving in a few hours. We have to finish getting everything prepared for his arrival. Where's the bowl for bathing Prabhupada's lotus feet?
Right here, Prabhu.
Wonderful. And the towel to dry Prabhupada's feet after foot bathing.
I've got the towel.
Haribol. And the flowers for the gardens and decorating. Why don't I see them?
The flowers? I knew there was something missing.
You forgot the flowers?
I didn't forget, Prabhu. There has just been so many things to do to prepare for Srila Prabhupada's arrival.
Quickly, call back to Bob and back to Johnny. Quickly, back to Bob, back to Johnny. Go and pick all the flowers in the neighborhood. We need as many flowers as we can get for decorations and gardens for Srila Prabhupada and the deities.
But Prabhu, isn't that stealing?
That's breaking the principles, that is.
No. They'll be used in the service of Krishna and Prabhupada. So it's not stealing. Everything belongs to Krishna. We are just giving back to him what is originally his. Plus the flowers will be benefited. Prabhupada said that on the altar in the morning, in Godhead by night. Think of all the souls you'll be saving from the cycle of samsara wheel.
Ooh!
Not only that, but the people who grew the flowers will also be benefited. Agyata Sukriti, you know.
Ah, of course. please forgive me. I'm still a neophyte. You're so much more advanced than me.
There's nothing to forgive. You've only been devoted for a few weeks. There's still a lot to learn, you know?
Oh, I know. I hope I'm as advanced as you are when I too have been a devotee for a whole year.
Me too.
You'll get there. Now hurry. We need the flowers for Srila Prabhupada's arrival.
Yes, Prabhu. We're on our way. I can't believe we're actually gonna see Srila Prabhupada with our own eyes.
Nor can I. This is a dream come true.
Can you believe we freed all those conditioned souls in flower bodies from the cycle of birth and death? It's exhilarating.
What's exhilarating is not getting caught. I swear I thought we were goners at that last place.
It's all in the service of the Lord, Prabhu.
It sure is. I'm so glad we're devotees.
So am I.
Oh, you're back. You're very quick, wonderful. Hurry, Bol. Now get those flowers to the brahmacharinis so they can get garlands made as soon as possible. Please get decorating. We don't have much time left.
Right away.
Have you got the arti tray?
Yes, right here.
Where's the chamar? The chamar, where's the chamar? Why isn't the chamar here?
Oh no, has anyone seen the chamar?
I've got it. Rajitamra Prabhu was cleaning it.
Oh, thanks, sweet Lord. Bring it over here.
Are Prabhupada's garlands ready?
Yes, they're right over there.
Wonderful. What about the Vyasasana?
We've just finished decorating it.
Ah, yes. I see. It looks wonderful. Haribol, Prabhupada will be so pleased.
He's here. Srila Prabhupada is here. His car is just pulling up.
Start the kirtan.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
Praptasya kalyana gunanavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Praptasya kalyana gunanavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita Vaditra Majan Manasura Sena Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita Vaditra Majan Manasura Sena Romanchakam Shrutaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Romanchakam Shrutaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Shri Vigrahara Dhanani Chunana Sringara Jammandira Majanado Shri Vigrahara Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasada Swadvana Triptan Hari Bhakta Sangha Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasada Swadvana Triptan Hari Bhakta Sangha Kritaiva Tripti Bhajata Sadeva Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Kritaiva Tripti Bhajata Sadeva Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Shri Radhika Madhavayor Apara Madhurya Leela Gunarupa Namna Shri Radhika Madhavayor Apara Madhurya Leela Gunarupa Namna Pratikshana Swadanulolupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda.
Hare Krishna, please give a big hand to the boys of Sri Mayapur International School. Actually, drama is very important to Srila Prabhupada. And because it brings the pastimes of Krishna and his associates to life for the common man, for all of us. So this is our humble effort to try and bring the mood of the early ISKCON days here, now, 2022. I hope that it met with your satisfaction. Hare Krishna. Bow, just bow. Okay, yeah.
Hare Krishna. So we have another dance. Let's just clear the stage. Until that, we're waiting still. The day is not completed. We're still waiting for the pledge. Chance is there. Those devotees, backside could not come out from the chair maybe. But your mind, your heart, there is a desire to pledge it. So please, donation counter still there. We're coming in the end. Okay, ready? Brinda Mataji from Bhaktivedanta National School, ex-students. So she's going to dance. Brindashtakam. The name is what? Madhurashtakam. Vrunda from Madhurashtakam. And after that, another Kathak dance. I hope they are here. From Calcutta. She's a student from National School. Born and brought here, but she got a job in Calcutta. From traveling to dance to please the Vaishnava. Tanuka. She's coming. I hope she's here, must be. Very soon she's coming to you and join with us. Hare Krishna. Please come.
Technical problem or no technical problem, let us pledge. Let us pledge and build this temple. We have a very big responsibility which Srila Prabhupada had given us, and this responsibility needs to be fulfilled. 2024, only 2 years to go, and we wanted to make this happen. And it can be only, we can make this happen only with your support. That's why we are doing a marathon, TOP marathon for the next 2 years. Next 2 years. Our slogan is, we run the race, you win the race. We run, you win. We run it for you so that you can all win. Victorious. You can be victorious. So we have gold medallion, we have silver medallion, we have bronze medallion, so that we can run the race. You can get the medal. You can get the medal. Gold medallion is $5,000, 3.5 lakhs. The silver medallion is $3,000, 2 lakhs. And the bronze medallion is $2,000, 1.5 lakhs. And every day we have a target. Today, the first day, we have a 500,000 target, 3.5 crores. We are very close. We are almost done, 2.5 crores. 1 more crore to go. So please, we have a donation booth here. We have a pledge card. Probably we should circulate the pledge card. Till the technical problem, we have to take advantage. Otherwise, then there will be no technical problem. So, any of you want to take a pledge, please raise your hands. I thought Pancharatna Prabhu would give the coin if someone donates now, right now. And Aditya Guna Mataji would be honoring them with the medal. So Pancharatna Prabhu stood up and he is now waiting. If somebody does a 3.5 lakh or a 2 lakh or a 1.5 lakh, आपको आज पैसा नहीं देना है. Today is 0 installment. You don't have to give anything. You have to just take that pen, be brave-hearted, and write in the pledge card whatever you want to take a pledge, whether a gold, a silver, or a bronze medallion. Just आज संकोच नहीं करना है. Today is not a day for feeling shy. Today is a day so that we can all be brave-hearted for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. I think Harilila Prabhu is going to do a gold medallion. He is talking with Premavatar Prabhu to see how we can do it. Right? Or Harilila's brother-in-law. Let's get this started. Still a technical problem? Technical problem over. Really? Okay. That is a technical problem, but this is a spiritual importance. Not over. Thank you. I think Krishna is helping me here. We wanted to get few coins here. Pancharatna Prabhu is eagerly waiting. And Atiti Guna Mataji, she is also eagerly waiting to give a coin. And Prashadam, whoever make a pledge today, they will get Radha Madhava Mahaprashadam and a gold coin or a silver coin. Isadev, can you show me the coin? Yeah, you show the coin. So this is the coin, the medallion. Can you take out the medallion? I'm telling you, this is a honor. You will realize that this medal, after a few years, it would be priceless. You can't put a price to this medal after this temple is opened. Such a honor to have this medal. You're doing 1.5? Premanand Prabhu is doing a bronze medallion for 1.5 lakhs, which is $2,000. Pancharatna Prabhu, please. Huh? Yeah, Premanand. And Atiti Guna Mataji, please give our Premanand Prabhu, who got inspired to commit.
Continuously, every year is coming, giving and giving and giving. Every year he coming.
He only gives. वो देना जानते हैं.
दाता है.
दाता है.
ताली ताली तो बजाओ भाई. लक्ष्मी को दे रहा है, आप तो ताली तो दे दो भाई.
Did we see him in the Mayapur TV? Yeah. These are war heroes. Thank you. Thank you for your help. She is telling you more? Okay. Okay. It is because of her Mataji, Prabhuji is giving. Give her a big hands. I think you have to put the medallion for Mataji. One more bronze. Okay. There is one more devotee who is coming. This is sacrifice. Sange Shakte Kalau Yuge. That in Kali Yuga, the strength is in coming together. If we come together, we can build this temple. Krishna is waiting that we can all come together and build this temple. Let us take this challenge. Let us take this challenge and build this temple. And this is the right opportunity. You are at the right place, Sridhar Mayapur. Right time. This is the right time. Gaura Purnima time is the right time. And at the right circumstances. You are at the right circumstances in the association of devotees on the 50th anniversary celebrations. 50th anniversary celebrations. The right time, the right place, and the right circumstances.
Yeah.
And this is where we have to make a pledge.
One more is ready.
I really thank the technical problem. Is Krishna's. Urmila Devi Dasi Mataji, she is doing a bronze medallion for $2,000, 1.5 lakhs. Give her a big hand. She is a great support from ISKCON Delhi as her husband Krishna Priya Prabhu. He is our great supporter for the Temple of Vedic Planetarium. Thank you very much, Mataji. A great support.
Any more? Any more?
Okay. Any more? We have any more? Oh, we are ready. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Brinda.
Thank you. We need more technical problems. Right?
Brinda.
Thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Brinda. Yeah.
अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुरा पाणिर्मधुरा पादौ मधुरौ नेत्रं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् करणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं रमणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् गुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीची मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं श्रेष्ठं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् विश्वाधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
Hari Bol. Give a big hand, everyone, loudly. Hari Bol. Thank you, Brinda, for Madhurashtakam. Madhurashtakam. Sweet. बड़ी सुंदर अच्छे से नाच किए। बस अभी 3.5 मिनट का एक डांस है। बैठिए जगह जीवन प्रभु बैठिए और 3.5 मिनट ज़्यादा नहीं। हाँ। The 3 girls, 2 girls from Mayapur and from Delhi. Technical problem.
Technical problem? Okay.
Take it positive.
Another technical problem. Is it really a technical problem or really?
Hey, ready again.
Huh? Okay.
Two
It's
minutes,
a
2
really
minutes.
technical problem. I don't know how this happens. Huh? He's saying that I'm doing a match fixing. I don't do match fixing. Match are already fixed. I just play the game. That's why I said, we run, you win. I didn't say I win. We run the race, you win the race. If we have to fix the match, let's fix the match and build the temple. We'll do anything to build the temple. Match fixing, unfixing, no fixing. So it's still discussion is going on. So we have. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. It is only possible. Okay. It is only possible by the devotees. Devotees has the greatest heart to sacrifice. Sacrifice for Srila Prabhupada. Sacrifice for Sri Radha Madhava. Sacrifice for Panchatattva. They wanted to see them in their new home. Very important. So let us take this pledge. Let us take this pledge. I'm just asking you to put your ink here. Just an ink. How much time it takes to put a ink? It's very difficult to put a ink in this paper. Just put an ink in this paper. You are changing the fortune of many, many lives who comes into this temple. You get the credit. Just you have to ink. Ink. Let us fill this pledge card. Either we take a gold medallion for $5,000, 3.5 lakhs, a silver medallion for $3,000, 2 lakhs, and a bronze medallion for $2,000, 1.5 lakhs. It is just simple. You have installments. You don't have to give 1 rupee today. You can give in installments. I'm not asking you any money. In case, if you cannot fulfill your pledge in 2 years, you can just say to me, Prabhuji, I could not do it. We will accept it. No problem. But, you got a pledge card? Okay.
Ready? Prabhu, ready?
Just 2 years in installment. It's very easy to fulfill the pledge. Is the technical problem over?
Over. Ready.
Okay.
Okay.
You have somebody committed there? Give me 1 sec. Okay. Please bring the pledge card. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Prabhu
It's
is coming.
because Krishna is doing it. Arey jaldi leko ao bhaiya.
Ready? hai?
Oh, this is a pledge card. Okay. They're so much enthusiastic to give me the hand over the pledge card so that somebody can do it. Somebody can take it. Let's start the program.
Hare Krishna.
In the meanwhile, I'm sitting here waiting for all of you to come and fill this pledge card so that we can help Srila Prabhupada to build this temple.
So there will be Kathak dance is a North Indian traditional dance called Kathak dance by Tanuka, Bhavana and Saptaparna. Bhavana from Delhi, Tanuka from Mayapur and Saptaparna from Samudraghat. So 3.5 minutes dance. Please enjoy it. Hare Krishna.
मारो प्रणाम
बाके बिहारी जी मारो प्रणाम बाके बिहारी जी मारो प्रणाम मोर मुकुट माथ्या तिलक विराजा मोर मुकुट माथ्या तिलक विराजा कुंडल अलताकारी जी कुंडल अलताकारी जी मारो प्रणाम बाके बिहारी जी मारो प्रणाम अधर मधुर धर बंसी बजावा अधर मधुर धर बंसी बजावा रिझा रिझावा ब्रज नारी जी रिझा रिझावा ब्रज नारी जी मारो प्रणाम बाके बिहारी जी मारो प्रणाम या छवि देखा मोया मीरा या छवि देखा मोया मीरा मोहन गिरिवरधारी जी मोहन गिरिवरधारी जी मारो प्रणाम बाके बिहारी जी मारो प्रणाम बाके बिहारी जी मारो प्रणाम बाके बिहारी जी
हरी 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 जोर से थोड़ा ताली बजाएं भाई लास्ट है और बाद में बोलेंगे नहीं ताली बजाने के लिए we don't going to request again tonight tomorrow again big clapping give a hand to them hari bol
So with gratitude for all those who have attended this program today, we will meet tomorrow 9:30 a.m. grand procession to Srila Prabhupada Park or Lotus Park. We are going to have a grand program, the Swing Festival, followed by speeches by ISKCON leaders and special guests, and also cultural programs tomorrow. Today, this is the end of the program for today. And with grateful heart, for all those who were supported and all those who had come and all those people who have participated in the procession with kartals, mirdanga, all the school students, all those who have done boga, offer it to the Lord. All those who have taken a pledge, we thank you very, very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Srila Mayapur ki jai. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jashodanandana Bradajana Ranjana Jashodanandana Bradajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Bradajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Bradajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Banachari Yamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari